Hello there. Tonight's brush will be my John Nishad handmade brush with a 22mm Virginia Shane 3-band silver tip, and we're going to set that to soak a bit. And our razor tonight is our Wade & Butcher shoulderless barber's notch. Has a set of koa scales. Beautiful razor. And the soap tonight is a sample. It's Chris Erskine's Soapy Bathman. Erskine or Erskine, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, Chris. This is a soap that I've wanted to try for a while. Chris is a Canadian artisan. I've heard a lot of good things about Soapy Bathman. I haven't had a chance to try it, but I've wanted to for a long time. So what we've got is Spring Orchard. Now, I can't find anything on his site or online. This is either a new one or an old one that he doesn't do anymore, or one that's new and hasn't gotten out yet. I'm pretty sure I could probably find a review or two of it on YouTube, but I don't like to watch other people's review of products before I try them if I can help it, because I don't want their descriptions in my mouth. I would prefer to do it myself. That's the deal with that. So anyway, it's a sample. So what we're going to do, let me close my shower curtain because you don't need to see the inside of my shower. It's a secret. There's magical unicorns or something in there that you just don't need to see it there. It's private. It's a secret. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and move down. And start with, now this is a sample, like I said, that a friend of mine gave me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop some of this out. And I'm not going to take the whole sample out. I'm going to leave some of it in there because I'm not going to need that whole thing. And I really would like to be able to seal that up and come back here, you. And save it for later. So that's lovely. I couldn't get a scent description of this soap online. Spring Orchard makes me think, fruity, that kind of deal. To be quite honest with you, a small sample is really difficult for me to get really good with the scent. So I'm hoping that once I begin to lather the soap, this is a fairly hard soap, in my opinion. At least the sample that I have gotten seems to be fairly hard. And I'm using a fairly dry brush, which is something that I don't normally use. But we're going to add a little bit of water there. But a lot of times when you stick something to the bottom of a bowl or a scuttle like what I just did, if you add too much water too quickly, it comes immediately loose. And so I'm trying to avoid that. But it's lathering really well. Let's see. Let's add a little bit more water. It's lathering really well, especially if you consider that I started out pretty dry, that there's not very much water. Now I'm going to add a bunch of water. I added quite a bit of water just now. These are my brush tips and the lather. The soap is having trouble with my hands too, so I'm going to switch around. I'm not feeling all that great today. But anyway, added a bit of water and the soap cooperated really well. Looks like. So, alright, that should be enough. There's a tiny little bit left in the bottom of my bowl, but that's not going to break my heart. And let me dry my hands, and we'll move on up. And today, for some reason, I have stayed fairly thirsty, so a little yellow dye number 5, Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew. So there you go. Seldom do that, but been quite thirsty today. So, all right. Lovely. All right. To me, the scent is not very strong. Once lathered, very much stronger on the off the puck or out of the sample container, what have you. Excuse me. Got the hiccups now. That's lovely. Very nice glide to the blade. Pretty good slickness. I expect the way that my face feels. I don't know how to describe it, but a lot of times when I shave, if I will touch my face after I made a pass to check slickness, residual slickness, that kind of deal, there's a feel to my face, to the skin on my face. There's kind of a softness. I don't know how else to describe it. That kind of says to me that there's a residual slickness in this soap. That's flipping lovely. I love a straight razor. Anyway, especially a sharp one. Kind of tells me that if I were to hit it with water after, like Yeah, the slickness, the residual slickness is there. But the soap has a really good glide to it. It is slick, but it's not like crazy slick. But there's a really wonderful glide underneath the blade that I like. But the scent on the face, this might be an old sample. Like I said, I could not find really close shave. Could not find Spring Orchard on the Soapy Bathman site or on any of the vendors, Shaver Revolution, West Coast Shaving, that carry it. So it might be old. And so that sample, look at that, lovely lather. So that sample might be fairly old, but I'm not getting a lot of really powerful scent on the face. It's there. There's a kind of a sweet and a spicy kind of note mixed together in it. Not sure I can describe it any better than that, but it's a nice scent. Lovely. I almost shaved with my red tip tonight. That would have been a lovely shave, but my heart was crying out straight razor, so that's what I used. Lovely shave. Did I nick myself? Is that just a red ugly bump? It's just a red ugly bump. Alright. Lovely slickness. Lovely slickness on the chin. Need that on the chin. I think I just shaved his head off. Yeah, I still get them and I'm 52. It's the deal. I love the heel of a straight. for certain things. Getting along there is really, the heel is like instrumental in that for me. Yeah. Anyway, 52. Still getting zits. It's what happens when you have oily skin. Probably 90 and still got zits. Lovely. Lovely shave. Good soap. That always makes things better. So let me dry my face. And I know most of the time you guys always see this green towel. Got several of them. It's not the same towel for 6 months. I got several of those towels. So, and I like that. They're nice and big and thick. And I'm going to use some Aqua Velvet Musk. Anytime I get kind of a fruity, kind of spicy scent, which is pretty much what that is. Just seems like the musk, the Aqua Velvet Musk, really fits. It has a dry down that has, and I mean almost instantly, when it comes on, it's really heavily musk when you first put it on, and then it starts to dry really down to almost a powdery kind of scent, but there's some sweetness in there, and it matches a lot with a lot of different fruity kind of scents. At least to me, whether it matches or not, I don't know. Let me put that another way. It works with a lot of stuff like that. So that's been the shave. God bless you. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you later.